Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Beenie Man injures ankle in bike crash. Dancehall superstar Beenie Man reportedly injured his ankle when a taxi collided with a bike he had been riding in the corporate era on Monday. A close source to the Simsima DG says that he suffered injuries to his lower leg and was briefly hospitalized but has since been released. Beenie Man stopped to talk to somebody and a taximan came around the corner and collided with him, injuring his ankle, a source told reporters. The artist's girlfriend, Camille Lee, took to Instagram Live on Tuesday to reassure fans that the King of Dancehall escaped serious injury in the fender bender. The live feed also showed Beenie, alongside others, watching World Cup football. Beenie Man, given name Moses Davis, also reassured fans that he was well, but fans comment that his lower leg was bandaged in the clip. Sima, Beenie Man's upcoming album, is expected to be released this year. The album is complete, everything is finished and fans will get it this year, the DJ said during a recent radio interview. Labels are fighting for the album. We are in the label battle right now, so we need to just choose which label we're going to work with and move from there. Beenie Man has been a bona fide hitmaker for almost 20 years, known from the international hit singles Girls Dem Sugar, Who Am I, King of the Dancehall, Dude and Romy. Chinese wholesaler ordered to pay $60,000 for throwing water in employee's face. A Chinese wholesaler on Tuesday ordered to pay $60,000 in restitution after she pleaded guilty to throwing water in one of her employees' face. The accused told senior parish judge at the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, Lori-Ann Cole Montague, that she did not throw a cup of water, as was reported. She insisted it was only a little bit of water. The allegations are that on October 10, the complainant was dealing with a customer and asked the Chinese person for the price of the item the customer had requested. The court was told that the wholesaler started to yell at the complainant, which started an argument between the two, resulting in the accused throwing a cup of water in her face. She was later arrested and charged with the offense of common assault. When the judge asked her if she understood the allegations brought against her, she responded that she did not. When then prompted an attorney to offer her counsel pro bono to the accused. However, there seemed to be still an issue with the accused understanding what was being said, leading Cole Montague to propose speaking in Jamaica Creole, as according to the judge, they understand the patois better than the English. Miss, and he called the name of the Chinese worker, them say you dash water upon her. You dash water upon her, Cole Montague asked. Ungo a little bit mature, she finally answered. I am satisfied that she understands the nature of charge, Cole Montague responded, then added, all right, you shouldn't do that, you know that. Speaking of, the complainant indicated that she did have been abusive in the past. She said the woman threw a bottle at me and swelled up my foot. It was then decided that the Chinese employer, who would be required to pay restitution to the complainant. However, hearing this, the accused said she was only prepared to pay $5,000. The complainant said she would settle the $90,000 because she was humiliated in front of the customer. She also added that she resigned 2 weeks ago and still hasn't gotten paid. That's offensive. Somebody throws water at somebody, and that is a woman of sufficient means. She's telling the court that she's not prepared to pay more than $5,000. The judge then instructed the court police officers to take her to the holding area. Take her downstairs, that's very offensive. She admitted to throwing water in the woman's face, her employee, and she's going to tell me no more than $5,000, Cole Montague stated. Turning to the complainant, she said, what you say, you left the work 2 weeks now and not get no pay yet? Don't worry, me soon deal with her. When the Chinese employer was taken back into the courthouse almost 2 hours later, the judge informed her that since she has pleaded guilty to the offense, she is empowered to make an order for compensation to be made. You have no money today to pay the lady? Cole Montague asked. Me no wrong and me no pay, she stated. This seemed to infuriate the judge, who reminded her that she told her indeed she threw water in the complainant's face, albeit not the amount the prosecutor had indicated. But the Chinese employer insisted, say, no man, me no fling water in her face. No, and know that you tell me. At the full courthouse did I hear when you did I tell me so, Cole Montague responded. This resulted in the accused attempting to convince the judge that she did not admit to throwing water in the complainant's face for approximately 5 minutes, when she was even shouting a number of times. Looking as if she had grew tired of the employer even shouting a number of times, Cole Montague informed her that she is ordering her to pay $60,000 in restitution by Thursday, or else she will be remanded. Animal-assisted recovery and care, an innovation for Jamaica, says Tufton. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton described the Animal Assisted Recovery and Care (ARRC) pilot project as an innovation for Jamaica in public health, as the program will be introduced at the Bustamante Hospital for Children during the Christmas season. The pilot would run for an initial 18 months, during which children admitted to the facility will begin to receive animal assisted therapy. The minister also introduced the pilot dog, a golden retriever, needed Dr. Teddy Barnes as the brand ambassador for the project. For now, Teddy, who was in the care of Cursor for the Hope Garden, Josie Brown, will be the main therapy animal for the project. AARC is a patient-centered intervention that will complement healthcare delivery to hospitals' pediatric patients undergoing procedures or who require long-term hospitalization. The details of the project in terms of objectives is to reduce the anxiety and stress associated with hospitalization, reduce the length of hospitalization, reduce the need for pharmaceutical intervention, and to improve the social environment for healthcare delivery, Dr. Tufton said Tuesday during a ministerial statement in the House of Representatives. He noted that animal-assisted interventions, AAIs, which is a goal-oriented and structured intervention that internationally includes or incorporates animal in health for therapeutic gains for human, are recognized globally as having widespread benefit for both patients and healthcare staff. To participate in the pilot, pediatric patients must meet the patient-inclusive criteria. Parents must give consent. Steps will also be taken to protect the animals, which will include dogs, birds, rabbits, and kittens. Animals will be sourced from the Jamaica Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the Hope Zoo, and Montego Bay Animal Haven. The hospital has placed established infection prevention and control protocols, and the project will be implemented in keeping with these protocols. In the event that there is increased admission of children, overcrowding, or an outbreak of communicable diseases, implementation will be suspended, Dr. Tufton noted. The Southeast Regional Health Authority will oversee the implementation of the project, and a multi-sectoral animal-assisted intervention committee has been convened to provide technical coordination and support. He also shared that evaluations will be conducted at 6-month intervals. If the pilot is successful, a cabinet submission will be made seeking approval for the development of an AARC program in public health facilities island-wide. Dr. Tufton made the case for more interventions to assist in treatment of children. He cited a 2021 report from the Caribbean Policy Research Institute, which pointed out that there is currently limited data available on the mental health burden faced by children. The report also noted that the overall mental health services for children are inadequate, and there is a need for specialized and consistent mental health services for children. He stated that the pilot provides the opportunity for further studies to be conducted on the mental health needs for children. While voicing his support for the program, opposition spokesman on health Dr. Maurice Sky, who is a medical doctor, said steps must be taken to ensure that patients are not exposed to animals that may be infected with rabies. Tufton assured that all animals will undergo screening and steps taken to ensure the safety of patients and staff.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification